Sprite. I don't like a cat. I'm actually allergic to cats. I like cats. I'm allergic to them. So let's change it. I don't want a cat. So how do I change my Sprite? Well, let's go here. We can choose a Sprite. And I like this girl, Abby. So I'm going to use Abby. I could also delete the cat. You see this little garbage can? So I just deleted it. And I have Abby. I can even have more than one Sprite. I can have a ballerina. And so I can have multiple sprites. I can also paint my own sprite if I wanted to, which I don't because I don't know how to draw, but you guys might. And you can upload a sprite. So you can, surprise sprite. But yeah, you can, there's different options here you can play with. You can upload it and put your own face or your own picture. So, but I'm going to choose these two, Abby and the ballerina. And these will be the sprites. Now, if you look at these sprites, they actually, here, I'm in the ballerina, and the ballerina has costumes. So they each have costumes. So you can switch costumes, and actually it can look like she is a ballerina if we keep switching costumes in the code. So if we go to the code under looks, we have this option to switch costume. So if she is, we can switch her costume to whichever one we want. So in our code at some point, we can have her switch. We can even use a loop. And if we use a loop, now a loop is something that repeats itself, which we'll see soon, but I'm going to cheat and show it to you a little bit now. So we can even, actually, let's do it forever. I love infinite loops because they don't stop. So we can even have her constantly, let's go to looks, switch to the next costume. I don't know which costume I want. I just want all the costumes. So let's go to the event when the flag is pressed. We're going to forever constantly switch her costume over and over to the next costume. Okay, well, that was way too fast. So now if you want to slow it down, we actually have something to slow it down. We can, let's say, wait. Say we wait a half second. I'm going to wait each time I switch her costume. And you can see she's a little ballerina. So Abby has costumes too. Abby has little different costumes too. So you can look at it and each sprite will have their own costumes that you can change them to. If at some point you have a story and then she's thinking in the story, you might want this costume. So that's the costumes on the sprites. There's also sounds that each sprite can make. You can add sounds. Record your own sound, choose a sound, so you can play with the sounds, and then in the code, you can place the sound that you have. And there's really lots to do just playing around with the sprites and the characters themselves for the story, the game, whatever it is that you are trying to develop.